Hello, welcome to a new video. If this is the first time you're seeing this face, hi, I'm Elsa and I'm an illustrator from Portugal. And today, since we're rapidly approaching the end of the year, and I'll hopefully be able to edit and upload this video before the end of the year, I thought it could be interesting to share with you the books that I've illustrated and that came out this year. So just for a little bit of context, all of the books that I'll be sharing with you are aimed at very young children because that's my favorite audience to work for. And I'll also be sharing with you how I found these clients because I know that's probably something you'd be interested in knowing because that's something I'd be interested in knowing. So I'll be sharing that with you today. And I'll start with the book that was the first one to come out. It was The Nature of Kindness, and this one is actually the only storybook that I'll be sharing with you today. It's the story of this girl, Jovi, and she's a girl that sees all the things that are wrong in the world and she wants to be able to change them but doesn't really know how to. So this is the story of her struggles to be a better person. And this one was actually the longest process of all these books because I know me and the author started talking about this project in the end of 2017. And it's not like I've been actively working on this book for all of that time, but it was kind of a long process. And Stephanie, the author, found me online. I'm not really sure if she found me through a Google search or through social media, but that's how I found this specific client. I didn't really found her, she found me. And I really like this book, The Finished Object. I really like the design, the character design of the girl, the main character. And it's always a bittersweet feeling when you work on such a long project like a book because you're not really the same person when you finish it. You're not exactly the same person you were when you started. You have evolved, hopefully. And there's a lot of things when I look at this, there's a lot of things I know that I could have done differently now, but I'm still very, very proud of it and I really like it. So this was the first one to come out. Next we have not one, but actually a collection of 4 books. It's these ones. This is a collection of board books that I did for a Chinese publisher. And this was actually how I found out that I really like working on board books because these were the first ones that I did. They are also sound books. And each of the books is of sounds of different subjects. For example, this one, that is my favorite actually. We have the sounds of different Chinese instruments. And as I told you, this is not a storybook. We have different characters and different scenes in each page. And this was very, very fun to do. And I really like the finished result. But I'll probably say that about all of the books that I'll be sharing with you today because I really love them all. And this project actually came to be because of the Bologna Children's Book Fair. If you followed me here on the channel or on my social media, actually, you'll know how much I rave about the Bologna Children's Book Fair and how much I encourage every illustrator to go there at least once. And actually, this project came to be because they actually found me on the illustrator's wall. So I took with me on my first year some postcards and some business cards that I stuck to the wall, and they found my work there and wanted to work with me and contacted me after the fair ended. So that's how that project came to life. So if you have the chance, please go to the fair. I'm sure you won't regret it. And speaking of which, this next project, book number 6, was also originated from the fair. I'm sorry, my English. This book is actually of a subject that I dreaded in high school, but I had the pleasure and the challenge to help explain some physics concepts to children through this book. So you can imagine how challenging this one was for me, but it was actually a very fun project to work on, and it is a very fun book to interact with because it has a lot of flaps and pull-out tabs. I think that's how you say that. So I really like, again, this project, and actually this the publisher Familias was actually the first publisher that I approached during the fair, so you can imagine how nervous I was to talk with them, but it was all for the best because I got this wonderful project from it. And I can't stop doing this. Can't stop, won't stop. I love it. I love this book. And yeah, that's it. I now understand physics, and you would too if you got this book. So go get it. And these are the 6 books that I illustrated that came out in 2019. I have a few more books that will be coming out in 2020, so maybe I'll do this video in a year, hopefully. And yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions about any of these projects, something that I didn't really cover, please comment and I'll be sure to answer your questions. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in my next video, and have a great year. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. Bye.